What's going on, guys? Super Savage 789 here, bringing you guys a video. And today we're doing War of Naruto at Online Bijuu episode 5. So before we get into today's video, I just want to say the like goal for this one will be another 200 likes, and that's when the next one will come out. So, without further ado, let's get into today's video. We arrive at the Tsunade Retrieval arc, with Jiraiya wanting to take Naruto with him to find the Slug Sanin. Koharu and Homura tell Jiraiya that Danzo wants Naruto back for his regular training, and taking Naruto out of the village won't be allowed, like they had done for the tuning exams. Jiraiya manages to get them to both agree by offering to teach Naruto the rasengan, a Kage-level jutsu created by the Fourth. Jiraiya and Naruto leave the village, where they arrive at the motel as normal. When Naruto opens the door and spots Itachi and Kisame, Gyuki tells Naruto that they need to escape. They will kill him. In a comedic fashion, Naruto shuts the door on the Akatsuki pair, getting Kisame to chuckle wildly at the stupidity of the least most strongest weapon. Using Samehada, he slices the door in half, causing it to crumble, as the duo walk inside to see a hole left in the room. Before they can follow, they hear a very distinct sizzling noise coming down the hallway. Seemingly instantaneously, Itachi catches Sasuke's hand to stop the Chidori that he was going to kill his brother with. Kisame tells Itachi that he'll deal with the brat, and jumps down the hole, using Samehada to find the very potent chakra of Naruto. Itachi quickly uses Tsukiyomi on his brother, and leaves, arriving next to Kisame. They quickly find Naruto, however at this point, he's now with Jiraiya, Might Guy, and the unconscious Sasuke. Instead of fighting the duo, they flee as cannon. Naruto begins to learn the Rasengan from Jiraiya, with the Bijuu all chiming in to help. With the Rasengan, Shukaku would advise Naruto to try spinning sand in his palm to learn the rotation. To learn how to pop the rubber ball, Kokuo tells Naruto to use the boil release in the ball, which helps pop it much better, getting used to the feel. As per canon, Naruto would make the bet with Tsunade to master the Rasengan, which Naruto would go on to do much quicker. For the rest of the arc, it plays out quite similar, except for Naruto just having the Bijuu helping him, so he probably won't be as beaten by Kabuto. Tsunade would still get over her blood fear, and would still go back to be the 5th Hokage. When returning to the Leaf, Sasuke would challenge Naruto to a fight on the rooftop, which would be much more in Naruto's favour. Sasuke would have to resort to the Sharingan just to keep up. Since Naruto has his wings, he'd be able to rush at Sasuke quicker than Kakashi can stop him, meaning the Copyright Ninja would just have to save Sakura and watch the aftermath. When the smoke settles, Sasuke does much more damage than Naruto, angering the Uchiha. He leaves, and Kakashi would have his speech with Sasuke as normal. Sasuke would leave the Sound 4, however he would not be placed in the jar, as he doesn't have the curse mark, so he'd simply be moving with the squadron. The Sasuke Retrieval team would be made, however there is 2 new members. Since Lee wasn't injured by Gaara, he'd be placed on the team initially, meaning he can be with the rest of the group instead of having to arrive last minute to save Naruto. Also, Naruto tells Shikamaru that he has a guy and flies off to meet up with him later. When he returns, he has Sai with him, who agrees to come along and help. Sai would create a bunch of ink bursts for everyone to allow them to move much quicker, meaning they catch up to the Four and Sasuke much sooner. When they do, Naruto would shout out to Sasuke, however the Uchiha would simply ignore him. He looks over to the Sound 4 and asks them to take care of this before leaving. Naruto would sprout his wings and flies past the Sound 4, who would try to stop him but fall short. Sai would also begin following Naruto by using an ink clone to distract the Four, and allows him to escape on a bird. The 5 vs 4 battle would be dramatic, however the Leaf Shinobi would do much better with their teamwork. They'd slowly be losing to the Sound 4, as they are stronger, and be placed in Jirobo's Earth Dome. Choji would think that he needs to give his allies a chance, but his pills might endanger them, so instead of endangering them, he'll endanger himself. Shikamaru witnesses too late as Choji pops a red pill, and sprouts butterfly wings. He makes his fist massive and shatters the dome with one punch, before rushing into the battle with all of Sound 4 on him. Tuyu tries to stop him with Genjutsu, however Shikamaru gets her in a shadow possession to stop her interfering. With massive attacks, Choji manages to kill Jirobo, as well as Sakon and Ukon, before passing out in critical condition. Kidomaru tries to shoot Choji and finish him off before getting hit with a Fang over Fang, right into a front lotus from Lee that launches him into Neji's rotation, allowing the Hyuga to begin the 128 palms, killing his opponent before he can summon a spider. Since Shikamaru didn't expend as much chakra as he did originally, he actually manages to finish off Tuyu with his strangling jutsu. As Naruto and Sai move in their pursuit, they are eventually confronted by Kimimaro, who begins fighting. Before anything bad can happen to them though, ice mirrors begin to surround them, As Haku appears, holding the executioner's blade, telling the other two to flee, he managed to break out of Orochimaru's clutches just in time to help them. Kimimaro and Haku have an epic battle of it being fairly even. Due to his skill, Kimimaro predicts where Haku strikes and sprouts bones to defend and stab back. When deciding that the fight is enough, he activates the second stage of this curse mark and makes the terrain bony to better his advantage. Haku stands on one of the stray bones, and slowly, black lines grow around Haku. In his experiments, Orochimaru gave Haku the curse mark intended for Sasuke to see if he'd survive. Using a powerful jutsu, the bones became covered in frost, making Kimimaro have to shatter ice to get out, allowing Haku to know where he is and dodge his attacks. Eventually, Kimimaro ends up succumbing to his illness much earlier, just as Gaara arrives. Finally, Naruto and Sai arrive at Sasuke's location. Naruto tells Sai to stay out of it, and him and Sasuke begin fighting. Sasuke would awaken his three Toma and begin to take over the fight, beating Naruto relentlessly, causing Naruto to sprout the one-tailed Kurama cloak. Since he's harnessing the Kurama power, he's unable to use his other Bijuu's powers, but he is still stronger overall. Seeing how much pain Sasuke is putting Naruto through, as well as all the training he remembers from being en route, Sai goes in to help. Using ink snakes, Sai begins to try and kill Sasuke, which Naruto notices, shouting for Sai to stop. The trio all engage in a three-way battle, with Naruto having the advantage, but the other two both having killer intent. Sai won't be trying to kill Naruto, but you know what I mean. When Sasuke slips up and Sai comes close to killing him, Naruto hits Sai with a rasengan, sending him flying into a cliffside badly damaged. Naruto rushes over to see if Sai is alright, and by the time he turns back, Sasuke is gone. Everyone will be brought back to Konoha, with Tsunade healing Choji and Sai. Naruto apologizes to Sai, who tells Naruto that it is his fault. Jiraiya approaches Tsunade about taking Naruto on a training trip, which she'd approve of, however Danzo appears in the room forbidding it. He'll be training Naruto. He's been looking the other way for too long about Jiraiya's antics. Danzo and Jiraiya begin arguing before an ink clone of Sai enters the room, telling Danzo that he can go with them to help train. He believes it'll be the most beneficial thing. Reluctantly, Danzo allows this, and so Naruto, Sai, and Jiraiya all leave on a training trip to make Naruto stronger. Naruto's training would be hell compared to Canon, since he has so much abilities he needs to master. We'd start off with the most basic abilities to master, with that being Isobu's Coral, Saiken's Acid, and Gyuki's Ink. Since Sai's whole thing is using ink, Naruto learns how to use ink quite well, and even learns how to use ink clones, even though that won't come in handy much since he has shadow clones. As for Saiken's Acid, it won't burn his flesh as much, and he'd learn to use more of it, making it quite a useful asset. Also, Isobu's Coral is used much better in containing opponents or attacks, similar to how he saved Haku all those years ago. The next thing to master would be Naruto's Kekkei Genkai that he has access to. Since Gaara sees Naruto as a friend, Naruto will be allowed to go to Sonogakure and train with the Kazekage. He travelled there alone as Jiraiya and Sai both have something else to look into to further Naruto's training. Through the training, Naruto becomes much stronger with the Magnet Release, using it just as effectively as Gaara does. Gaara would end up apologizing to Shukaku for everything he said in the tuning exams, placing the Taiyuki and the Redhead on speaking terms whenever as Naruto is willing to link them. Gaara promises to help Naruto when the time comes for the Akatsuki to attack, which Naruto would thank his friend for. Naruto flies to the location Jiraiya and Sai told him to go to, being the Mizukage's main base of operations. He'd see Mei, who agrees to train Naruto in using both lather and boil release. This confuses Naruto, as he asks why she do this. She says that Jiraiya managed to convince her, winking at him, almost making Naruto throw up as Sai remains her oblivious. Nevertheless, he and Mei would train together, meaning that Naruto can use lava and boil release very effectively. Also means he can use fire, water, and earth release to much more effective measures. Finally comes taming the Kyuubi. He begins to meditate, trying to steal the fox's chakra by opening his cage, with the key from Mount Miyaboku being given to him. The moment he does this, Kurama tries to attack, but the other 8 Bijuu all rush in and quickly apprehend him, angering the fox. Naruto apologizes for Kurama, having for it to be this way, as he takes his chakra, entering KCM1. One night while training, about a month before the trio are about to return to the Leaf, 2 individuals rock up. Kisame and Itachi interrupt them, placing them all on edge. Using Genjutsu, Itachi begins to speak to Naruto and gives him Kotomatsu Kami. Kisame attacks Jiraiya and Itachi follows suit, suppressing himself quite a bit. They'd end up fleeing when Naruto enters the battle in KCM1, actually placing Kisame on the defensive for a little bit. This was all a ploy for Itachi. But guys, that's really it. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment on what you think about in the next episode. As you can see, the Akatsuki invasion arc is going to be pretty cool. So make sure you stay tuned. Remember, 200 likes and the next episode comes out. And yeah, bye!